Forget your comfy commute. Picture this, the usual hustle and bustle of city traffic, the endless lines of cars, the honking horns, and the frustration of stop-and-go driving. It's a scene all too familiar to many of us. But today, we're leaving that all behind. Imagine this. You're behind the wheel of a beast of a machine. This isn't just any vehicle, it's a powerful, lifted truck designed to handle the toughest terrains. Your hands grip the steering wheel, feeling the raw power at your fingertips. The engine growls beneath you, ready to take on whatever lies ahead. It's built for one thing, conquering anything in its path. Whether it's rocky trails, muddy paths, or steep inclines, this truck is engineered to dominate. The suspension is designed to absorb the shocks, the tires are built to grip, and the chassis is reinforced to withstand the harshest conditions. Dust billows around you, the engine roars, and the terrain ahead is a mystery. Each turn reveals a new challenge, each obstacle a test of your skill and the truck's capabilities. The thrill of the unknown keeps your adrenaline pumping, and the roar of the engine is music to your ears. This, my friends, is off-road trucking. It's not just a drive, it's an adventure. It's about pushing boundaries, exploring the unexplored, and experiencing the raw beauty of nature in its most rugged form. It's about the journey, not the destination. It's not for the faint-hearted. It requires focus, determination, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. The path ahead is fraught with challenges, and only those with a true passion for adventure will thrive. Your eyes are fixed on the trail, your mind sharp, and your heart pounding with excitement. It's a test of man and machine against the raw power of nature. Every hill you climb, every rock you navigate, is a testament to your skill in the truck's engineering. It's a dance between control and chaos, where every decision counts and every moment is a thrill. This isn't about cruising on smooth asphalt. It's about leaving the comfort of the paved roads behind and embracing the wild, untamed paths. It's about the thrill of the challenge and the satisfaction of conquering the unconquerable. This is about navigating treacherous trails, rocky slopes, and unpredictable obstacles. Each path is unique, each challenge different. It's about adapting, overcoming, and pushing forward no matter what lies ahead. The terrain is your playground and the truck is your tool. You might be battling mud one minute, scaling boulders the next. The unpredictability is what makes it exciting. One moment you're stuck in a muddy pit, the next you're climbing over massive rocks. It's a constant test of your skills and the truck's capabilities. It's unpredictable, exhilarating, and utterly addictive. You've been warned. Once you experience the thrill of off-road trucking, there's no going back. The sense of freedom, the rush of adrenaline, and the sheer joy of conquering the wild will keep you coming back for more. So buckle up, hold on tight, and get ready for the ride of your life. Off-road trucking is all about pushing limits. We're talking about terrains that would make a mountain goat think twice. Think steep inclines, loose gravel, deep mud pits, and fast-flowing rivers. Each terrain throws a unique challenge your way. One wrong move and you could find yourself stuck, flipped over, or worse. But hey, who doesn't love a bit of risk with their fun? Let's be clear, off-road trucking isn't a walk in the park. It's a dangerous game. You're at the mercy of the elements, mechanical failures, and your own judgment. One mistake can lead to serious consequences. But that's part of the appeal, isn't it? The knowledge that you're pushing boundaries, taking risks, and testing your limits. The reward? An adrenaline rush like no other. The feeling of conquering the unconquerable. The bond forged between man and machine. So, you think you have what it takes? Off-road trucking demands more than just a heavy right foot. You need nerves of steel, quick reflexes, and a cool head under pressure. You need to read the terrain, anticipate obstacles, and make split-second decisions. A deep understanding of your vehicle's capabilities is crucial. But most importantly, you need the right mindset, a blend of confidence, caution, and a healthy dose of respect for the environment. Section 5. Anecdote, when I nearly met my maker. Remember that time I was tackling the Rubicon Trail? It was one of those days where the sky was clear, the sun was shining, and I felt invincible. The Rubicon Trail is not just any off-road trail, it's a legend among off-road enthusiasts. We're talking about 22 miles of the most challenging off-road terrain in the US. This trail is notorious for its rocky paths, steep inclines, and treacherous descents. It's a place where only the brave or the foolish dare to tread. I was in my trusty Land Rover feeling confident. This vehicle had been my companion on many adventures, and I trusted it with my life. The engine roared as I navigated through the rough terrain, each bump and jolt a testament to the trail's difficulty. Too confident, as it turned out. Confidence can be a double-edged sword, especially when you're dealing with nature's raw power. I was pushing the limits, testing both my skills and the vehicle's capabilities. I took a bend too fast, misjudged the terrain, and the next thing I knew, I was staring down a sheer drop. The ground beneath the tires gave way slightly, and for a heart-stopping moment, I thought this might be the end. I slammed on the brakes, heart pounding in my chest. The vehicle skidded to a halt, teetering on the edge. My hands were gripping the steering wheel so tightly that my knuckles turned white. Let's just say I had to change my trousers after that one. The relief that washed over me was immense. I took a deep breath, wiped the sweat from my brow, and let out a nervous laugh. It was a stark reminder of the fine line between adventure and disaster. That day I learned to respect the trail and never underestimate the power of nature. Section 6. The thrill of the unknown. Why we do it. Why do we put ourselves through this? Why risk life and limb for a bit of muddy fun? It's simple, really. It's the thrill of the unknown, the challenge of conquering the unconquerable, the sheer joy of pushing yourself and your machine to the limit. It's about escaping the mundane, the everyday. It's about connecting with nature, albeit on its own terms. It's about the camaraderie, the shared experience of adventure. It's about feeling truly alive. Section 7. Off-roading for everyone? Not quite. Off-roading is an exhilarating adventure, but it's not for the faint of heart. Let's be honest, off-road trucking isn't for everyone. It demands a unique blend of skill, patience, and a love for the unpredictable. It's not a theme park ride. It's a real-world challenge where the terrain can change in an instant, and the only certainty is uncertainty. It's a demanding, sometimes unforgiving pursuit. The thrill comes from conquering the elements, from pushing both machine and human to their limits. It requires a certain type of person, someone who thrives on challenge, who sees a muddy path not as an obstacle but as an invitation, who respects the power of nature, understanding that the wilderness is both a playground and a formidable opponent, and who isn't afraid to get their hands dirty. Off-roading is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. If the idea of spending a weekend wrestling a four-wheel drive monster through mud and over rocks doesn't get your pulse racing, well, that's fine. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Stick to the paved roads. There's no shame in enjoying the comfort and predictability of a smooth highway. More room for us on the trails. For those who crave the raw, unfiltered experience of nature, the trails are calling. And there's nothing quite like the camaraderie of fellow off-roaders, each with their own stories of triumph and mishap. So if you're ready to embrace the dirt, the grit, and the glory, then gear up. The wild is waiting. Section 8. Respect the ride, respect the terrain. One last thing, if you're going to take on the world of off-road trucking, do it right. Respect your vehicle, maintain it, modify it responsibly, and know its limits. And respect the environment. We're guests in these wild places. Stick to designated trails, minimize your impact, and leave no trace behind. Section 9. Conclusion. The unforgettable allure of off-road trucking. Off-road trucking is more than just a hobby. It's a way of life. It's about adventure, skill, and a deep connection with the great outdoors. It's about pushing boundaries, testing limits, and discovering what you're truly capable of. So, if you're looking for a challenge, an escape, an experience that will stay with you long after the engine has cooled down, then off-road trucking might just be the thing for you. Just remember, it's not for the faint-hearted.